Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi and I'm here to do the full moon in Virgo reading for the sign of Taurus. I hope everyone is doing well. And let's just take a moment and think about this Virgo full moon. Now this is a super moon. So let's think of some super Virgo stuff. Virgo is about organize, order. So this would be a good time to one, look at the goals that you jotted down at the new moon on February 4th, which was the Chinese New Year. So it's a good time to fine tune those goals. Also, this is a great time to deal with your feeling of safety related to clarity and order, and even think about your emotions. So, emotional clarity, have a need to get organized, reconnect and honor your body. So, take responsibility for your health at this time. And one way to take responsibility for your health, no negative self talk. So, if you find yourself getting ready to go down that rabbit hole, catch yourself, catch that negative self talk and stop. All right? So, Taurus, the bull. What we got here? Five of Earth. So you may be down and out, but you're far from defeated. You're learning some hard lessons here. Use this phase in life to look back on the good times and make a promise to never take things for granted again. When your fortune change for the better, and it will, give thanks and give credit where it's due. This is a period in your life when you have an opportunity to experience a tremendous spiritual awakening. Use misfortune to strengthen your faith and belief. Now, as you can see, he going down in the volcano. That's not a good feeling. So, whatever is going on, if you're like sick or if you're having some illness or you've lost something or you're going through some type of hardship, just know that it's only going to be temporary. Now, in the regular Rider-Waite deck, you see the people in front of the church looking desolate. But if this has to do with your love life, yeah, maybe lean and tough times, but you and your partner could support each other. In the case, love will be what saves you. As far as money, you recognize the value of money now that you don't have it. And so if there's a financial distress, you're going to definitely use your resources a little more wisely. If it has to do with your career, failure with a job search or lack of opportunity is disheartening. Don't use failure as justification for quitting. Taurus, you're the bull. Charge forward. If it has to do with your family, maybe your family may be down and out right now, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. Don't be too proud to accept help. So, this could pertain to, if we're thinking about this Virgo full moon, it's about getting grounded. Grounded in your physical, mental, and spiritual world. So it could pertain to, everyone's different. That's why I wanted to kind of shed light on love, money, career, and family. However, what we're looking at is that emotions, right? I said that we have to get our emotions, clarify our emotions. So if we're feeling dejected, short on money, or maybe it's even our health or our spiritual life, is it our faith that's wavering here? These are things, this is a time to get in touch with that, take that evaluation, and get grounded. Now, I mentioned a few ways to get grounded. Exercise, watching what you eat, detox, natural medicine. You'll find the way. You'll find what works for you. Those are just some starting points maybe. And we have Oshun in reverse. Now Oshun is the equivalent, to the high priestess. So here you're like I said, this is you're feeling dejected and all those things. So right now you may feel loss or mistrust. You could just be impatient because this is a time of stagnation, right? So you're focusing an issue that isn't ready to be revealed. You're focused on it, So traditional solutions may not work on your particular situation here that you're experiencing. Stop letting small-minded action hold you back from innovative ways of living life. So if you're feeling dejected and you're always looking for something traditional or what you have always done worked, as it was that saying, you do what you always did, you get what you always got. So this is about evolution and change. So maybe you're in between lovers, or maybe something of value has been taken, or maybe at work your employer is flushing out people and maybe this is a loss for you. And if your family, maybe there's an impasse in your home and you need to take the emotional high ground and let bygones be bygones. But this card also is an invitation to research your genealogy. And when you search genealogy, it's good to also maybe search the health, mind, body, spirit. All things affect us. Now, right now, this is like, so really what you need is to focus on, because this is lost, feeling dejected, mistrust, impatience here. So what we have is the Magician. Isn't Spirit wonderful? So it's time for a power action, rebalancing, see your potential, take the initiation, and being resourceful. Now this is upright. And as you can see, the priest is throwing on the Pele. And the message here is that it's time to take action. Utilize the information and resources that you have to make what you have work for you at this time. So regarding your love life, maybe you're in a place that use maturity to accomplish your goals. If it has to do with money, this is a prime time to make changes in your investments, take risks, and act on your instinct. Finances will flourish. If it has to do with your career, so go out and shine your light in the professional world. It's time to show your assets. Maybe even brag a little bit. Maybe, I'll leave it at that. Devoid of ego. Now, with this, if this has to do with family, maybe you're about to have a family gathering and, to go over memories or making memories that last a lifetime. So, if you're feeling dejected, you're feeling you're not trusting, and there's stagnation, and you're impatient, know that the Magician can transform all of these things. So there's always a way to handle the situation. Now, I pulled the crystal here, the Bloodstone. Now, the Bloodstone is about perseverance. Now, bulls, y'all know how to charge forward and persevere. And this also is representing the lower chakras. So, purify and align your lower chakra. So, if you think of the chakras, the first chakra is your base chakra. This is your knees, what you need to feel secure. The second one is your feelings and emotions. Well, let me go take a step back. That base chakra, the root chakra, your body. So what would be what you need physically? Besides your home and shelter, it's also with this Virgo moon, your foundation, your body is your temple, right? So it's good to give us some root vegetables. That second chakra, your feelings and emotions, watery. So making sure you're getting clean water. That third chakra is your mental energy. So your mind, go out, get in the sun to get your foundation secure so that you can deal with anything lost or feeling dejected. You can get yourself out of this feeling of mistrust and have faith that you could initiate and rebalance to move forward. All you need is perseverance. And this also is nourish your blood and revitalize your whole body. And this also gives you freedom from the past. So if we're looking at our health and even looking at our emotions as maybe releasing some things from the past, that is part of this Virgo full moon, that detox, release. Because, I mean, we could release toxins from our body, but we also got to look at releasing toxins from our minds. So detoxification and chaos precede transmutation. Perseverance is needed. Locked doors open. Obstacles are swept away. Romance can blossom. Preserve your good reputation. Recognize your enemies and keep them close. And do not be deceived. Let go. You are a spiritual warrior. Be assertive. Now, in nature, the oak tree here represents strength. Something of great importance that you will treasure forever gravitates towards you. The oak tree, if you sit under an oak tree, you may get a message from the angels. Now, Gideon in the Bible, he used to sit under the oak tree. So like the oak, you are hardy and anchored. So those designed or destined for you will come. So whatever's destined is coming. So what it says here, strength. Strength grows through time, bringing the reward of honestly living up to your greatest expectations. So you need to show your strength to live up to your expectations. And so going back to whatever feeling of loss, if you're feeling stagnation, know that it can be transformed if you persevere and develop your strength. The inner child. This is the heart chakra. Now, this is to bring awareness that it's time to create a fulfilling, loving relationship with your inner child. And all this is an inside job. We talk about our love life, we talk about money, we talk about career and family, but everything starts with the individual. So that inner child, each person has within them those parts of us that are vulnerable, misunderstood, unloved, feel as if we're not being heard, or those wounded feelings we hold on to since our childhood. Those are the things we have to release and work on purification. Old wounds may be open at this time and you feel trapped or confused. Know that it's time to give your inner child some love and care. Take time to tune into the wounded being that lies within you. When was the last time you just played and felt like a child? What does your inner child want to do? Go play on a swing, paint, dance, go to the beach. It's time to let your inner child express himself or herself with play and joy. And laughter is a good medicine regardless of what you're going through to lighten up the spirit here. And being that, again, this is the heart chakra, what's also good here is, you could A lot of green leafy vegetables, kale, cabbage, spinach, broccoli, all that stuff, collards. And herbs like basil, thyme, cilantro, parsley, even drinking green tea. And green fruits like what? Like kiwi, that's green, yeah. And a lot of deep breathing exercise. Now, maybe if you're not a person who say their prayers in the morning or evening, just take maybe a few minutes in the morning or evening and do some deep breathing exercises, do some back bends, go out and play with some kids. I don't know about you, but kids are hilarious. They really are. And the next chakra card we have here is instinct. Now, this is your crown chakra. Now, with this, maybe the question should ask yourself is, how can I master letting go and moving on? And do I trust my inner guidance? That's that instinct, that inner child. Maybe you really needed that, follow, because the stuff that you're holding on to, your instinct is probably on some level maybe saying it's time to move on, but how do I do it? Your instinct is finely tuned, so why doubt it? This is an inside journey, a solitary journey. Spirit lies on the road ahead. Let spirit follow your instinct. Now, this particular chakra, the crown chakra, what's good here is drinking a lot of clean water and maybe intermittent fasting. That could be beneficial, and I say that because it's a good way to kind of release. You're not, and don't eat no processed foods and all that kind of stuff. Step into the light. We let go of all senses other than pure instinct. High ground and help from our angels. Just know that you're protected here. You are protected. You have nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. It's like trust yourself. Persevere. Work those lower chakras. And include the heart chakra. I said breathing, but that means get some exercise too when you're working those lower chakras. And I know you can't do everything at once, but I mean there's certain things that you could incorporate on different, on different levels. It's almost like letting the universe know, hey, I'm ready to change. And you'll get that show of strength here. Now, I always pull a card to get a direct message from Spirit. And the card that I pulled was the Hierophant. So this is a holy sacred card. The Hierophant is about guidance. The Hierophant is associated with Virgo at this, which is interesting. This moon in Virgo. So this is maybe talk to someone, like the liaison between man and God. So it could be a priest, or maybe it's just like, hey, talk to the God within. Get down on your knees and say a prayer. Pray for strength and perseverance, and give me the perseverance to activate those lower chakras. Activate this heart chakra. Activate this crown chakra so that I can rid myself of feeling any loss or feeling dejected. Rid myself of feeling any mistrust, and realize the magic is success that is there for me if I persevere and have strength. So maybe you should just go talk to someone. Often belief in a spiritual world is a catalyst for the ability to move mountains. So with this chakra here, it does pertain to the Hierophant pertains to your perception of God. And I realize everyone has a different perception. And so even though this card right here, we got the instinct. Use your instincts here for what works for you. Maybe it's just prayer and doing prayer. Maybe it is doing yoga. Maybe it is doing the breathing exercises. Maybe it's just activating the chakras on your kundalini. But at this, what is also good is drinking a lot of water, and this is definitely going beyond ego here. And the message from Spirit with this Hierophant is, once you have analyzed, which is Virgo, right? Fine tune your goals, taking responsibility to bring order to your life and reconnect with your body, and no negative self talk. Once you have analyzed the situation with foresight, your means and what you are able to communicate, proceed towards your objectives and ideals. Proceed with perseverance. Proceed with strength. Proceed. All right, Taurus? All right. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.